How's it going? So we are back with another installment of the Your First Spot Challenge. So today we're actually going to tackle the question, what is ETF trading? And again, this is a part of a larger sort of framework where we're going to go over the very basics of trading all the way to actually launching your first totally automated trading bot. And AI is going to help us every step of the way. Okay. So we are currently right over here in Trading 101. We haven't even gotten to strategies yet, okay? But eventually we're gonna be able to find a strategy, test it, and then gonna launch a bot. Um, and so right now, again, as I mentioned earlier, we're gonna tackle what is the question. We're gonna tackle the question, what is an ETF or how do you trade ETFs? What is ETF trading? And again, to do that, we're just gonna go right over here into Arcade, okay? And we're gonna actually type in, right, what is ETF trading? And again, the AI has access to basically infinite knowledge on these topics, um, and will improve over time. Um, and you'll see that, right? And again, Arcade as a platform, I've mentioned in previous videos, and I'll continue to mention it, will offer this educator mode, but also be able to actually launch fully automated trading bots, which we'll tackle in a future, module, future sort of lessons. But for right now, let's go ahead and just dive into this, what the output was. So ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. It's a type of investment fund. Excuse me. It's a type of investment fund, an exchange traded product traded on stock exchanges, much like individual stocks. An ETF holds assets such as stocks, bonds, commodities, and aims to track the performance of a specific index. ETFs are similar to mutual funds, but they're traded on exchanges, just like other publicly traded securities. They offer the diversification benefits of mutual funds while being more flexible because they could also be bought and sold through the trading day at market prices. So again, to clarify this, right, the way you trade stocks is the same way you could buy an ETF, right? There's no, you know, hoops you have to jump through. Okay. If you can buy them on Robinhood, right? You can buy them on any broker that you use, right? There are several types of ETFs available to investors that can be categorized by asset class. Equity ETFs. These ETFs invest in various stock markets. They may track a broad index like the S&P 500, a sector-specific index, or an index focused on a particular country. Bond ETFs. These ETFs invest in bonds. They can cover government bonds, corporate bonds, or municipal bonds. Commodity ETFs. These ETFs invest in commodities like precious metals, agricultural goods, or oil. Sector and industry ETFs. These ETFs track particular industries such as technology, banking, pharmaceuticals. Inverse ETFs. These ETFs aim to earn gains from stock declines by shorting stocks. Shorting is selling a stock, expecting a decline in value, and then buying it back at a lower price. Lastly, leverage ETFs. These ETFs aim to deliver multiple times the performance of an index or benchmark they track. ETF trading can be as simple as buying and holding a broad market ETF to achieve market returns, or they can be much more complex, such as implementing sector rotation, international diversification, or hedging strategies. So again, this is the AI definition of what is ETF trading. And you could, again, prompt against the output, right? So if you have a question about any one of these topics, right? Like, for example, what is the S&P 500? And if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you know this, but let's say you don't, okay? Then we just ask, right? Because again, it was brought up right here. Let's say we don't know what that is and we want to know more about it, right? Same thing with any other concept in the output or beyond. It will give us all the information in here, right? All the information about the S&P 500 and beyond, right? Now, if you want to say like, what are some ETFs that tracked the S&P? Then it will actually give us the list. I've never actually asked it any of these questions before, but I'm assuming based on using this software for quite some time now, it's going to give us a great output, right? So we'll wait for this output. Boom, right? So it gives us SPY, IVV, VU, SP, SWPPX, and you can ask it for the pros and cons of each of these things, et cetera, right? In this same platform, you can launch automated trading bots and do so much more. And it's super, super exciting. But in principle, I hope I answered the question, what is ETF trading? Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Look forward to hearing from you. Peace.